Hello, brand bosses. So I'm bringing you another tip. So recently, about 3 weeks ago, I got a haircut. And, I think everyone, when they hear how much I spend on a haircut, they're just amazed and appalled. Like, oh my gosh, you spend so much money on a haircut, but you'll go so cheap on everything else in your life. And it's true. I'm a cheapo. I search for bargains. Why do I spend so much money on a haircut? Well, aside from all the other vain and vanity reasons, I spend a lot of money on my haircut because I find value and worth in my hairdresser. So here's a couple things. She listens to me, and that is going to be your next tip. Are you listening to your customers? I talk and I work with a lot of salespeople, and it amazes me how many of them don't listen. So there's a couple things that are going to branch off from listening to your customers. Many people just want to be heard, and they feel like salespeople are trying to talk over them and convince them of something. There are people that come to my business and want branding and marketing that I just can't help. And that's just the truth of it. I either don't do business the same way they do business, or I don't offer the things that they want. But I have to listen and not push a price. See, things are not about price tags. You have to build value and worth in what you're selling, and then the price tag won't matter. My haircut is a great example. My hairdresser, she listens to me. She really is taking into account when I say, look, I don't style. I wash my hair in the evening. I go to bed. I wake up. It's got to be able to brush out and look great. I don't use a curling iron. I don't use a flat iron. I don't use products in my hair. She convinced me to do a little bit of like color in my hair just so it looked a little different because I don't style it. And so those are the things that I'm actually trusting on her. And I'm telling you what, balayage is not cheap. So I spent a lot of money to go ahead and do those things because I trusted her. And I spent a lot of money on something that, a lot of people, a lot of hairdressers can't convince people to spend money on. And why? It's because she built trust, because she listened to what my pain points are. My pain point, I want to look good, but I don't have time. I want to look good, but I don't know how to style my hair. I never went to school. I just put my hair in a clip and go if it's busy. And, if it's a work day and I'm cleaning the house, it's a ponytail. So I don't place value for myself in doing those kinds of things for my hair. And she heard that. She heard me talk. She saw me bring in pictures of like, I want this. How can I get this without all the work behind it? And then she told me and showed me and gave me what I asked for, which is why I will continue to go back to her and spend a lot of money because she listened. How many times and let's face it, we're all salesmen. I don't care what you say. I'm not good at sales. If you own a business, you're good at sales. You have to sell your business. You're selling your product or services. And are you listening to the people around you? And are you teaching your salesmen, if you have salespeople, to listen? I work with real estate agents. I work with commercial brokers. And, I see some tendencies on the really, really successful ones. And that is, the good ones are listening to clients. What are you looking for? What are your pain points? Why have you not been happy up to now? And how can I solve those problems? Is what I'm offering you able to solve those problems for you? Oh, it is? Let me explain how. Let me explain to you why I can solve those problems for you. If you're going to listen to a customer and tell them how you can solve their problems, you're not selling anything. You're creating a solution for them. Why wouldn't they buy something from you? My hairdresser created a solution for me, and I willingly paid lots of money for it, okay? And people will do the same for your business. I don't care if you're a car mechanic. I don't care if you're a hairdresser, and I can help you out if you're a hairdresser. I don't care what you're selling, if you're a Mary Maid service or if you are a cleaning product or something like that. If you are providing a solution to a customer's pain points, they will spend money with you. But you can only get there if you're listening to your customer. Stop trying to sell your customer a price tag. It's not about going cheap. And that's where a lot of, I think, new businesses and people, when they're branding, they're afraid of going cheap because they're like, well, that's not my brand. I'm not a cheapo service. Or maybe that they want that to be their brand. I want to be the cheapo service because it's more about quantity of customers rather than quality customers. And let me warn you, it's okay to be the dollar store general, but they build value in what they're selling as well. They're building value and worth in what they're giving to their customers. You have to build value and worth in what you're pushing, pitching, selling, or providing. And if you can't, you better figure it out, because that's your brand. You've got to believe in your own business. And that's what a brand is, it's what people are talking about you and saying about you behind your back, behind the closed doors. When they walk out of your store, when they walk away from your website, they're going to say something about you and your business. And what did you say? Did you give them enough information? Did you listen to their pain points? Or are they going to walk away saying, I got on the phone with that person and they just kept pushing how cheap they were and how they could beat their competitors? Look, I already know that you have competitors. I've probably been to your competitor's website, or I've been to their store. They know that. You don't have to remind them why you are better or worse. Stop trying to beat your competition. It's not about beating your competition. There's plenty enough customers out there for everybody. It's about building value and worth in what you have and being able to convey that to your customer by listening really hard to them when they say, take a cleaning service. I have allergies. I have eczema. I have pets. I have frequent visitors. And I need a cleaning service that's really safe for my allergies, for my pets, and is still affordable. You don't know what affordable means to them, so you need to be able to convince them, I have a cleaning service and we use all green stuff, we're affordable, we're safe for pets, we're very convenient to you, we can schedule around you. See how you're going to build value and worth, and how your products are green, they're good for the environment, they're good for your allergies. And the thing about this too is, make sure you have some case studies. And case studies are kind of like evidence for people that helps build trust in you. When you start hearing pain points, when I bring customers, or when I bring new coaches, or when I bring clients in, I listen to their pain points, and they're not the same. But I'm able to adjust quickly and find an example, because people work off of examples. So when a cleaning service comes to me and says, look, in about an hour and a half, we come in once a week, we get that place clean for you. And I had a girl that had terrible allergies, and within about a month, her allergies were so much better after our cleaning crew started coming through. She actually didn't have to keep going to the doctor anymore. Those are the kinds of things that when you listen to your customer and you respond to their pain point, that's when they start to say, oh, this person really knows what they're talking about, and they are worth spending the money with.